Okay, we're going to continue where we left off. We've installed the JDK, the Java Development Kit. Now we're going to install the Eclipse Android Development Tools bundle. So as before, I've got a plain Windows 7 installation here. Now I've staged it a little bit. So here, actually on another drive that I have networked to this machine, I've previously I've downloaded all of them actually, but I've unzipped the bundle I'm going to install. And note, when I unzipped it, it took a while. The downloads themselves are 3 to 350 megabytes, and it's approaching, the unzipped is approaching 500 megabytes. So if it takes you a little while to unzip it, no worries. That's to be understood. That's normal. All right. So here, what I'm going to do again, this is a networked drive. Here's the local machine. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to take this and I'm going to copy it and plunk it right down into my target machine. Now it's going to take some time. So let's see, I was going to pause the video, but it looks like we're doing pretty good here. So what we're doing, just a recap while we're waiting here, um, I've unzipped the appropriate bundle. In this case, it's the Windows 64-bit. And I'm taking and copying it over to my target machine. There we go, we're done. Can close that, I don't need that anymore. So let's see what we have here. Let's open it up. And actually there's quite a bit in here. So here is the Eclipse integrated development environment. It's already installed. No install programs to run. When we want to run Eclipse, we're just going to click right there. Before we do that, here, this SDK, this is the Android software development kit. So let's just take a look real fast. Nothing too remarkable on here. There's Android 4.4, some extras, some tools. Uh, here are some of the emulators, and we will use the emulators. There's ADB, the Android Debug Bridge. We'll use that this semester. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and start Eclipse. So again, nothing, once we've done all this copying, nothing to install. I'm going to double click and it brings up Eclipse Juno. Okay, and it wants a workspace. We'll take I'll actually go new workspace. You can take this default. I might have an old workspace on there from before and I want to start fresh here. And I did have something on there from before. So let me just go ahead and close all that nasty red. So what do we see? Here is Eclipse. The very first, and notice what you're going to see. It's Eclipse, but you're going to see some Android specific things here. And that's because the Android plugins for Eclipse development have already been bundled in with the package we downloaded. So the very first thing you should do, we're going to go ahead and we're going to run this Android SDK manager. The Android SDK is updated pretty much constantly. For this semester, we're going to go ahead and configure it a certain way, and I recommend you probably keep it configured that way. If you need to change it, I'll let you know during the semester. So right away, right off the bat, it wants to install 20 packages. We're not going to take all that. So we'll go ahead. We're not going to install Android version 5. And we're not going to install Android version 4.4. But let's see, it's asking for a couple of other things. We'll take those. Asking for some tools. What we do want, we want Android 4.4.2 or API 19. Now notice here it says none of that is installed. So what do we want? We want the software development kit platform for sure. We have to have it. You can get the samples if you want. I'm not requiring them. They're interesting to look at. I probably won't do them right now. I won't select them right now. Here we do want both of these. We want these processor images, either an x86 processor image or the ARM processor image. These will be used with our emulators. And really that's all. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll take the Google APIs as well. That's really all we need. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It wants to install 9 packages. 6, 7. Yeah, the Google. Yeah, we'll take this Google USB driver. So we're going to go ahead and install these packages. You might have something a little bit different here. The delete here that you see is from a prior install that I had on this machine. You probably will not have that if you're doing a truly fresh install. You might get something slightly different. It's okay. So we're going to go ahead and select this. And it's going to ask us, do we accept? And we do. We're going to install. And it's going to begin. Now, notice here the progress is pretty slow. Here we're downloading the SDK tools, revision 24.2. It says it's got about 2 minutes left. Remember, we've got 9 things to install. So this could take 15, 20, yeah, maybe a little bit more. It depends on your network, depends on your machine. Bottom line is it's going to take a while. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and we'll come back when this is completely installed. So see you in a few. Okay, greetings, we're back. It's been about 20 minutes and notice what we've got here. And you might get this, you probably will actually. What this is telling us is the Android Software Development Kit Manager that we were using has actually been updated. It is now obsolete, and that we should close it and use a new one. Use the new updated one, even though we're not quite, looks like we're not quite done. Let's go ahead. We're going to read what it says. Currently been updated. Recommend you now close the manager window and reopen it. So we're going to click OK. And we're going to close this window. Let's clear out all that and reopen it and see what happened. So Android SDK Manager. This should be the updated one. And what have we got? Notice we've installed some new SDK tools here. Notice we did not install Android 5.0. It's the latest, greatest, so it keeps asking us to do it. We did not install 4.4, but note what we did do. We did install Android 4.4.2 API 19, and this is what we set out to do. Notice how we've installed the things we selected. We did not select the samples. You could install them if you want. And truth be told, you can install almost anything you want, but what I do ask is once you get it to a stable configuration, you should probably keep it that way for the semester. Notice we installed the support library, which was recommended, and this Google USB driver also recommended. One thing you should also install this Intel x86 emulator accelerator. It doesn't work on every machine, but boy, when it does work, it really makes the emulator a lot more responsive. Uh, and if you wanted to do that, you would simply click there and click install. I'm not going to do it here. I know that it does not work on this virtual machine that I'm using at the moment, but go ahead and give it a try. Even if it doesn't work on your machine, it doesn't hurt anything. So that's it. We're all set. We're all good to go. We've got an Android development environment. We're ready to write our first programs. We'll do that in a different video. So we're set, and see you next time. See you in the next video.